Tell me about let's say about a few coworkers that you remember that you kind of miss or that you would work with again.
My man G, when I was working at the telemarketer in Daytona, you know him too. My man
Yeah,
Greg,
yeah.
yeah, my man G. G, he probably don't even know it. At times I was struggling. And G, he just, you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, man, when you know where you come over to kick it to my house, I would go to the
What?
house and just kick it. Yeah. I used to be down bad. And G, he probably ain't know
Yeah, he got
it
you through
come through and
there.
bless him. Yeah, he did, man. So I appreciate G forever. I got it's another G. My man Gary Lee. What's up, champ? That's how he speak. That's how he talk. What's up, champ? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my man right there. Yeah. So I really respect Gary. So one day I pulled him to the side. I'm going back and forth with like, should I deal with my dad or not? And Gary was like, look, champ, if you treat him like that, you will be doing the same thing he did to you. So y'all the same.
Hmm.
I was like, damn, G, you right.
Hmm.
So ever since that day, I look out for G, man. That's my man right there.
He
So
dropped some
Gary
jewels
Lee,
on you.
this is another Greg
Damn.
G. I'm going all G today.
Straight
I'm pretty sure I
G's.
can think of somebody
All
else,
G's.
but this G, he ain't. I don't care to work with him no more.
Yeah.
So when I first started doing heating and air conditioning, and I'm thinking about just trying to get all the aspects of it, not just repairing it. I want to know how you put them in and all that. So I'm tagging along with him, and I'm like, damn, because he said, yeah, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I was like, why you ain't got your own jump? And he was like, yeah, man, it's hard. That changed my life. He don't even know it.
Yeah. He's the one that
It's
gave you.
hard.
He flipped the switch for you.
What? I was thinking that's your excuse. I ain't never worked with. I don't even want to work with you no more. Like, couldn't like man, I tag along with somebody else. Like your mind ain't even right for this.
His
But
yeah, his
he put me on.
yeah, his mind didn't work like yours though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
He come from a mind where it's okay to just be chilling. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So man, that's a good one, brother. I ain't think about doing it in years, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
You got some old memories and some good coworkers and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
Anybody
It's
else you
that
can
street
remember?
jump. Nah, man, I'm pretty sure if I think deep from the, but I'm gonna keep it at those three right there. Those are three good ones. All right, tell me who you got, man.
Let me see. I got my man Mike. Um, Mike know who he is. You know what I'm saying? It's a cat that I used to work with. He was one of the most mature dudes. He was a more mature guy, like more like almost a classic man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And
okay,
and no matter what, we were on the same page as far as how we were supposed to work, as far as getting
yeah.
the work done. It's like one of them things when you playing ball with somebody, you can just make eye contact and you know what time it is. But
Mm,
the
yeah,
conversations, priceless. I don't think I've
yeah.
ever gotten conversations like that. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, of course, tap in a lot. Me and maybe a couple of my other friends maybe tap in, but me and him spent so much time at work. The
Mm,
conversations that you are engaged in while you're at work are just they priceless. But the wisdom that was passed between both of us, you know what I'm saying? I don't
okay,
think I'll never get that again.
okay,
Um, it was another cat named Jacques. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
He had a French name, Jacques Trigeron or Tigeron or something like that.
Yeah,
Caucasian dude. My man got tattoos from here all the way down to his feet.
oh
Not on his
man,
face though, not on his face. You know what I'm saying? Just his like he got bald head. So he got like tattoos go all back here. They go all down. You know what I'm saying? They all over, all down his arms and everything. 90s dude. Grew up on
mm,
Guru, Gangstar, you know what I'm saying? Lords of the Underground, Das Effects, Wu Tang, straight hip
okay,
hop like me,
okay,
retro like me, knows everything about old commercials and everything that we all used to do. We the same age, so we kind of came up just on different sides of the tracks. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? And he also showed me that how by him having tattoos on him, he's discriminated by his community.
mm,
So he was an outcast, but
mm,
the
mm,
lessons that we taught each other, me being a brother, him being a Caucasian man, we learned a lot from each other, man. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Those lessons, again, those lessons that we learned just from the way he's being treated by his people showed me a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then
All right.
his work ethic was priceless as well. Never, he's always on time, always early. He would always be the last one there if he could, you know what I'm saying? And work his fingers to the bone. And there's a family man too. These guys are great men. But
What's
yeah,
the name again?
Jacquees. His name is
All
Jock.
right.
He's a low
Okay.
key guy, man. Stays out the way and stuff. Just does his thing. Likes to draw. Does his artwork and all that right there. And just a cool cat, man. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah,
All right.
you'll like him too. He got
Yeah.
good conversation, man. And like so, yeah,
All
man. Them my
right.
coworkers, man. The ones I can remember. There was some cool cats, man. That I mean, I
Yeah.
like to mention and give them a little shout.
Okay.
Some of the other
But
ones, they know who they are. Chris Van, Mondell, them guys like that. They great guys too. I worked with them. They was straight. You know what I mean? I would love to work with them again too. But those two guys right there, the conversations and the lessons.
now, I was talking to my younger son. I want to ask you too about when you was younger. Did you work different places?
Yeah. Not many
Now,
of them. Not many of them, because
not
I
many
had
of them.
pretty good jobs for lengthy times when I had
Okay. Now, how do you
them.
feel about younger people just working whatever to try to figure out what you like? Do you think we should do that? Young people figure out what you do like, what you don't like, or
I
just like focus on something one singular thing.
Well, it just depends, man. Like, I had thought about that a lot as I got older because
Mm,
I sat there and thought about some of the jobs that I had, some decent jobs that I had. I'm like, man, I could have retired from this job if I'd have just stayed there
mm,
by now, or I
mm,
like my pay or whatever. Like, certain jobs were pretty decent, but like I'm like, I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to work no more. So I
mm.
think about that a lot, depending on the kind of job. If it's a career job where you can like move up and
Yeah,
continuously move
yeah.
up and stuff like that, I would
Mm,
say, you know, keep climbing the ladder if you like the
yeah,
job. 20 years retire from there, you be 40 years old or something, and your people
yeah,
still be working for the rest of their lives. But
yeah.
if it's a job where you like the pay ain't nothing and stuff like that, go and get another job. And if that job ain't
Yeah,
working like you, I say work as many jobs as you can until you may find something that you like or the pay is good enough for you to stay there. But
yeah.
there is no job while you're young that you should have an attachment to forever, unless it's
No.
something like I just mentioned, where you can
Mm.
elevate and continuously.
And then sometimes when you ready to leave, sometimes you can help get your people in there.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, when you said that, I was thinking about when I was in high school, I was able to get like a half a day. So some people got government jobs at that time.
for sure, man.
They still have those
Word.
jobs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've known
Still.
some too like that, and I've known
Yeah.
some that have retired from them.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So I understand. I wish I would have been one of them, man. Back then I was wishing I could get on, man, but it
Yeah,
is what it is.
yeah. I would say explore different jobs until you find one that stick with you or one that you like.
In your opinion, when you go to another job, because every job ain't for everybody else,
Right.
when with the pay, do you think it's for you up, sideways, or just whatever?
When I'm looking for the pay,
Like no, like this is for somebody else, like a younger person. So let's
yeah.
name you would recommend them going sideways, right? At the minimum,
Well, what do
and
you mean?
that's like sideways is like you making this. I'll make that over there. That's the lowest I'm going.
Oh
But
yeah.
if you're
Well,
gonna,
yeah. Don't go backwards. You can't go down.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can't.
yeah, you
But
gotta, yeah.
hold on though. Hold on. See,
Okay, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
this is another thing that I juggled with, man. The best job that I ever had when I was young was at the movie theater. It didn't pay the best, but I got to watch
Mm.
all the movies. I got to get in with my female friend. I let all my friends in. We watched all the movies when they came out. Like that was the best job, but it didn't pay the best. But it was the best job. You know what I'm saying? So depending on the kind of fun you have and the kind of stuff that's going on at the job, you might want to be at that job. You know what I'm saying? You might go to another job, be working hard on and what, and be like, man, I should have stayed at the movie theater, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of thing that I I wrestled with when I was young, but I was always wanting to get more money. You know what I'm saying? So I had fun while it lasted, but I'm trying to get more money. You know what I'm saying? So the fun part was cool. But if you just
Yeah,
like to
there you
have
go, man.
fun, you could work at Chuck E. Cheese and wear the little outfit and just have fun.
Just have fun that way. Huh.
Yeah.
And when you said about the movies,
Yeah.
we call that the golden handcuffs. Yeah,
Man.
because
It's the best of
it,
both worlds
it's
right
the
there.
best. Like you in there
You
and you
ain't
know you
going
should be
nowhere.
getting out of there. Yeah, you know you supposed to been left, but that don't was sweet.
Sweet. And you know it's a
Yeah,
few
man.
licks in there, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple licks in there. You know what I'm saying? You might get you some popcorn. You
Yeah,
got you something going on. Here you go. You got the whole meal deal.
yeah.
Give me that. You know what I'm saying? I was working it. I was
But
a
you know
ticket
you can do
man and
better.
stuff. You know what I mean?
But you know you can do better, man. You know you should
Yeah.
be doing
Oh
better, but
yeah.
it's like, man, this don't like that, man.
And
I
while
had one
you're
of them
working
jobs.
there, while I'm working there at the job, I'm like, this just a stepping stone. I'm walking around telling people like, I ain't in here too long, man. You know what I'm saying? Go on, do what you do. This, you know what I'm saying? This, I ain't trying to be here forever. Like, here, go on, take some popcorn, man.
Oh man.
This ain't my career.
Uh,
You can tell this ain't my career, right, baby? Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
that
goodness.
was me, man. I'd be like, don't look at me in this little tux top, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be in this forever. Oh
What you think
man,
about this? You think this is true or not? You shouldn't leave a job until you have a job. You think it's
totally
true?
true. Totally 100%
Okay.
because you'll be the kind of person that can't even get to the other job. Can't even get to the interviews and stuff. Got to borrow money or got to do something to get yourself to the interview when you know you should go and work through it, man. You got everything you need to get yourself, go and start working. You might not even like the new job. And you might just tell them, hey, look, man, I was going to go, but I'm just going to stay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
bruh, hell yeah. And put in your 2 weeks notice, do it right so you can go back, man.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I was gonna ask you that next. I don't
Yeah.
agree with that one, Fred. I don't agree with that one.
You don't agree with putting in 2 weeks?
I ain't giving nobody 2 weeks. You ain't gonna give me 2 weeks and let me know you fire me.
Who gonna
Man,
fire
I'm
you though?
out.
You ain't getting fired.
But if I was, you wouldn't give me no 2 weeks and let me know I'm gonna fire you 2 weeks from now.
So me personally, I recommend you put in your
Man,
2 weeks because
I don't know.
you might have to go back to that job.
I ain't coming back, bro.
That's what I say.
I ain't coming
I didn't
back.
learn that till I
So
got older, man. To put in your
yeah,
two
nah,
weeks
I
and
ain't.
bow out gracefully and just don't walk. See, some brothers would just be like, yeah, I'll be there at 3. You know what I'm saying? No, they shift start at 3. And know everybody counting on you to be there. And you knew last night you weren't coming back to the job. Or you knew 2 weeks ago you were gonna quit on Monday. Like, yeah, right. You got them
Oh
people that went out
man,
there with yeah, so I mean, I at
no two
least
weeks.
nah.
No, man. I told you one time. I gave him a heads up, like, man, I got something going on. Somebody interested.
Yeah.
I gotta let y'all. I give y'all 2 weeks to do it. 1 week go by. Nothing. What, like it came up to it was like Wednesday. I ain't going Thursday or Friday. Friday they called me like, let's talk about it. I ain't here.
Sound like you had a
I ain't,
bad HR, man.
no,
You know what I'm
I ain't in
saying?
the building. I'm not even in the building. I'm not even there. Don't worry
sound,
about it.
sound like y'all had a bad HR team, though, man.
But yeah, ain't no 2 weeks.
Well, I say would just say, man, depend on how long you've been out of the job, at the job, out of respect for the job, or out of respect for you going back to the job. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
I'll let you know I'm gone, but I ain't gonna stay here 2 weeks, and you know I'm gone. No, 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 no,
Every job ain't a bad job that you had though, right?
no,
So you you couldn't
no.
you would give them the respect, right? Every
Yeah,
job
but
wasn't a bad job. I can see the ones that be bad, you just go and come back or you can walk out on them. You know what I'm saying? But the jobs that you had were decent. Somebody,
all
you
right,
know,
okay. I'll tell you this: every job I ever gave 2 weeks notice to, said don't worry about it.
so they wasn't worth giving the 2 weeks to. That kind of
No,
job.
no, they were worth. I thought because that's why I gave it to them because I thought this was that type of job, and they hit me with the just go ahead, just you can leave now. So you want me to give you two? Like what? So when they did that to me, I'm like, man, I'm not giving nobody no 2 weeks because you don't really don't want to pay me for an extra 2 weeks for real.
I was going to ask you about the father and son dynamic. All right. Now, when you're young, you're at a certain age, you got a perception in the way you feel about your father. And as you get older, there are things that start to change. Or how do you feel about it from when it's young to as you start to age?
No, I don't think it stays the same for the simple fact. At one point, I was changing your pamper. At one point, I was feeding you. So if you are doing those things without me, it can't do nothing but change. And that's just something small. So yeah, it changes. And I think in the beginning is more of they probably need your guidance or they depend on you a little bit more. As they get older, they depend on you a little bit less. Don't mean they love you less.
Yeah.
It's just that they just don't depend on you as much. That's all. A
Mm.
lot of times, I mean, that's my view of how it changed between me and the boys.
So what about as you get older, do you feel like you'll have the kids, the kind of kids like because I know that when some men get older,
Hmm.
they grow further apart from their sons. The the the, uh,
Hmm.
the dynamic changes so much from like what you said. It gets to be where I become less and less dependent on you, and now our relationship
Yeah.
changes and we grow further and further apart. Do
Hmm.
you think that there's any truth to that, or do you see that happening with anybody, or do you know of any of that type of stuff happening?
Sometimes the separation can be because it boils down to they are doing better than I am, or they took it, or they taking advantage of the opportunities that I should have.
So it could come
So
down
it
to a pride thing.
sometimes, some not all the times, but sometimes, yeah, for sure. Some people will actually try to get the father to have a closer connection, but the father is almost fighting it because the son is holding his own.
So shouldn't like in most cases shouldn't the father feel more proud that he has created somebody or something that has superseded what he has done in his lifetime?
In my opinion, it should, but the reality I see that is not always the case like that because I'm thinking about a situation when the son is doing whatever, it is actually showing a mirror to the dad to show you how much you are not doing. And sometimes he didn't want to see that.
That pride thing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But sensibly, if the dad is on the stuff, I've seen this too. The dad on the stuff, and he's proud of the son winning
Yeah.
because the dad don't need that. He just happy to see you win.
And you're
I,
also a
I
reflection of me when you're winning.
yeah,
So do you feel
yeah.
like your dynamic with your sons will change as you guys get older and stuff, or has it started
Yeah.
to change, like started to shift a little bit? I know the dependency level will change,
Hmm.
but as far you think, I know, like when men get older, their sons or their daughters, they come around less and less and less and less, and it can become to be where it's like years in between. It starts off to where it's like weeks or maybe days or weeks, and then it starts turning to years and stuff like that. Um,
Maybe some people, but not me and my family. We get together often,
okay.
and we because like I got two sons, so of course I have a relationship with my oldest son that my youngest son sees, and vice versa. So it's just a difference, and they both made me realize the dynamic is going to change because y- being a parent to a 5-year old is different than being a parent to an 18-year old that just graduated.
For sure.
And that's definitely different than parenting a 30-year old. Because I have 20 and 25, now he has questions of loans or how like the proper way to about credit. Like I just had a conversation with my 20-year-old son about credit, but it's just you're gonna be a dad, but it's just a different version of that. Like now you are a dad to a 25-year-old. Like I've never been a dad to a 30-year-old. So somebody's gonna be a dad to a 60. So no matter what age that person is in, it doesn't stop. So it is no like, okay, you're 50 now, and now I have to know. They're gonna be calling you like, all right, dad, like, what about my bladder? Like it's this gonna be a different job. That's it.
So how do you express the love to your, like, now we talk about the dynamics of parents and stuff that we you
Okay.
know, our own. How do we express the love that we have or that we don't have or that we might have, like maybe for a parent or a grandparent? How do you express the love like you once did?
Oh well, me personally, it's just time. Like me and you always talk about, it's time. You take
Yeah.
the time out to call, check,
Yeah.
go see them. You know what I'm saying? Kiss them on the head and be there for them. Because
Yeah.
sometimes shit, they may need um help, not even financial, just advice or what should I do in this situation. Like I just got that today.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So
Yeah.
yeah, just time. I think
Yeah.
time. Because
Best.
I think as you get older, they appreciate time too.
Yeah.
Because they don't need our money. They don't want our money.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
And that the reason I asked you that is because I know that I've seen it. A lot of people when they get older, the kids stop coming around, people stop coming around, and then they end up being like, they've done so much in this world, they've done so much, and their kids love them. They love their kids, and
Hmm.
but the dynamic has changed so much where they barely even see
All right. So let me
them.
ask you this: that same situation, did they ever spend time with him? Was it a time in
Oh
life
yeah,
that they spent time
oh
with
yeah,
him?
yeah, yeah.
So did it stop, or it just was like what happened?
Well, as you get as an adult, you start to get busy. But like, let's just say 18 years in the house, you spent all of that with your mom, you did everything with your mom, and
Okay. Yeah.
now
Okay.
now you're in your 30s and stuff, and you don't go around, and your mom might be by herself. Now you're
Oh.
into your
Yeah.
40s. Now
Yeah.
you're into your 40s. You got your family and stuff like that, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Also, with
Yeah.
like, it's harder to express for me. Like, it's harder to express. For example, how much I even love my mom. She knows it,
Hmm.
but it's hard for me to
Hmm.
express it in a way that is, I guess, fulfilling to me because the dynamic has changed. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
We don't we the way we hug or maybe even would hold hands or anything or touch or anything like that.
Hmm.
You barely even you do that stuff anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but maybe the dynamic changed when the time is more important than that part. Yeah, because I keep going back to time because some of my older people they keep mentioning that to me. Like some mention a lack of time, trying to get the best out of a little bit of time they got. Some are wasting time, but it
Yeah,
always go back to the time. Some people just like I know I don't have a lot of time, but I'm gonna do this thing up, and that person is living life better than some of the other people.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then she, I mean, that person don't even want nothing from nobody. Don't need nothing from nobody. But
yeah. But
if you
but
if
time.
but if you give that person time, that person will shed a damn tear. Now let me ask you: do you think people understand the time as we get older?
Yes, they start to understand it
Yeah,
more. That's because
yeah,
they realize that that's the essence of everything. But before you didn't
yeah,
have that time because you're so busy, busy, busy. You don't have
yeah,
time to slow down and think about what means the most,
yeah,
which is that
yeah,
time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And we probably take it for granted too, because when you're younger, I'm thinking I probably think I got a million more years to do it. Yeah.
Yep, and that's why I asked you that question because the dynamic between myself and my father changed so much to the point
Mm-hmm.
where when he passed away, there was no there was no like fixing that time that we lost or
Mm-hmm.
no the
Yeah.
dynamic that has shifted. I was always wanting it to shift back or shift it to something else, but
Yeah. Yeah.
as time went by, it just strays and strays further and further apart. That you might run out of time.
So in that situation when you might run out of time, like should you try to make something just because you might run out of time, or some situation you just it is what it is.
You should think about what you are have your expectations of. Let's just say, what are you trying to accomplish? Because if you feel like time is of an essence, then you're supposed to live every single moment like then you don't have much time
Yeah.
left. You're supposed to
Yeah.
make up and do things that are are gonna account for that. All I'm saying to myself now is I know what the time means. So the people that I feel the most important to me, I try to put forth a more conscious effort to spend more time with them. If you could do one job for the rest of your life and not be paid for it, but you can have all the money and the resources that you want to do the job, what do you think that you would do and why? But you got all the money, you know what I'm saying? And you got all the time. You don't get paid for it. It's just something you would do out of your heart. You got all the money
Okay.
and the resources to do it.
Oh yeah, I get that simple. Help people anonymously.
And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Or you would just send out like little gift cards and stuff.
Nope, not sending. It'd be like this. You don't know, like all over. So there's no format, but that's I would do. Just
How would you
help
locate them
people.
people? You got
I
the
don't
money.
know.
We know you got the
Be-
money already, but you know, how you gonna locate the people who need
I
help?
don't know. If I got the money, I can get the resources. So yeah, I
Okay.
will probably figure that out. Yeah, how I can locate the people. Yeah, but that
Yeah.
would be my main focus. That's all I want to do. Just help
Yeah.
people.
Hmm.
Yep, and they don't even know it. You know, what would you do?
And that would be your job though. You would just I
That's
mean,
every day. I do it for free. I do it right now for free. Yeah, that will be my job. I get up early every day. You ain't gotta none of that. You ain't gotta press me out. None of that stuff. I'll be there every day to be doing that.
man, you know what I do, man?
Why?
Yo, I thought about it, man. If I could, I would do something. This probably would sound crazy, man, but I'm going against human trafficking, man. You know what I'm saying? I know
Okay.
the kids. You got kids being sold. You got young girls, boys being sold. You got people being
Yeah.
sold, man. And that right there is
Yeah.
crazy to me. You being passed from. I done seen so many stories, man. Like, so to
Mm.
think about that right there for me, I'm going against that right there. I'm dealing with all of that, them high rollers that think they could be doing their little funny stuff.
Oh man.
The little priests and all the little clergymen and all of that being with that funny stuff. I'm going at all that right there, man. Everything that got to do with human trafficking, child type crazy stuff, we getting all of y'all, man. So all y'all hiding behind the everything, we out and everybody, yeah, we getting everybody, man. We going at everybody. So if you're a little dude over here that think you could just, nah, man, we at you, brother. We getting you.
And
Yeah.
that would be your job.
That would be my job 24/7, man. 24/7.
Man.
If I got the money and the resources, yeah.
Okay.
Bing,
Okay.
we get you.
Okay.
We
All right.
coming at you,
I
man.
I wasn't expecting that, man.
Yeah. I
Damn.
probably would do some
Well,
other stuff. I probably would do some other stuff.
both of us read books. We don't. I'm not no freakish reader. Read a certain amount of books a year, but there's certain books that changed my life. Well, not even changed my life, but had an effect on me. Right
Yeah.
now, can you name me three books that had an effect on you that you can remember?
Yeah. Um, damn, I could name you more than that, man. All right, let me just name you some books. I'm just name you some
All right.
books, man, because I'm gonna start from when I was young, man. And this is the
Okay.
book that taught me empathy and compassion. But this is a book that, you know what I'm saying? This is called Where the Red Fern Grows. Uh,
Okay.
that book right there is about dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? But I was so young when it was read to me that it turned my heart into a way, like, because I used to see people kick animals and leave dogs outside all winter and all this shit stuff. But then I learned, like, from the way that the dude cared for his animals and stuff, that's how I should care for mine. And it taught me something.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
from then on, like any animal that I ever had, I learned from that
Damn.
to care for the animal and how to have compassion and empathy and all of that stuff when it comes to the animals. So
That's
that book right
crazy. Okay.
there had a big influence on me. And then going up a little bit further, Native Son. Man,
Okay.
had to read that book in the eighth grade, eighth and ninth grade. So it was 2 years in a row I had to go through that book. And I think that was the Alex Haley book. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm don't shoot me because I don't remember the author, man. But I believe it's Alex Haley. And anyways, Native Son,
Okay.
man. When you talk about impactful, the storyline, the things that the people went through during that time, um, taught me a lot, man. It changed my thought pattern again going up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at something and I'm learning empathy and how to be compassionate towards other people by that particular book. Not the animals now, it's more about the people.
Mm.
So then that's going up a little bit further. Um, then we get up to like um the spook that sat by the door. That book right there for me is big because I didn't really see how brothers did stuff back in the times when that book came out.
Okay.
See how I didn't even know that was possible for
Mm.
that to happen. I don't want to give away nothing in the book, but I didn't
Yeah.
even know that type of stuff could happen during
Yeah.
that. I didn't know that they looked at brothers like that. I didn't know they did that kind of stuff. So going into that, and then you got like Snowfall, or not Snowfall, but like Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, same
Yeah.
type of stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I'm a revolutionary, man. You know what I'm saying? So the other books are gonna come with that type of knowledge, man. They're gonna come with that kind of influence, that kind of wisdom, that kind of spirit.
Okay.
Huey P. Newton, man, Revolutionary Suicide, my brother.
Okay.
That book right
Okay.
there. Oh man, it gives you all the high the dynamics of a leader, from the highs and the lows. You know what I'm saying? From
Okay.
fighting for the revolution and losing the revolution, all at the same time. It's all encompassed in one man.
Well
You know,
done.
yeah,
Mm.
in one man. So Revolutionary Suicide by Huey P. Newton, man, that's one right there that'll sit with you, and that right there will guide you, like it help guide you as a leader through life, man. And the
All right.
last book I'll probably recommend is The Richest Man in Babylon, man. That's
All
another
right.
book about brother. It's not about the richest rich. It's about what makes a man rich. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So yeah, The Richest Man in Babylon is another good book. And the last of my recommendations.
Good. I'm glad you got a few different ones than I got, so I can add yours to my collection. Now, the one that came to mind when you was talking about the influence, the first jump, I was in like sixth grade or fifth grade. We got to read books. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to take this book home, read the jump, and about a certain time, and have a book report on the book. And that was the
Yeah.
first time I ever experienced something like that. So the name of the book was Rumblefish. So I later found out it was a movie. But that book opened my eyes up to reading because I didn't know that you can read and have your own imagination and your own vision
Oh yeah.
of the book. And then I kind of like fell in love with reading because of that. Because I like, damn, reading is like a different version of entertainment, a different version of watching a movie, something like that. I didn't know that, but that was my first experience. So Rumblefish.
Let me ask you something. Do you feel like the movie was as good as the book?
Back then, I was so amazed that you can do a movie mentally.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, even though so late, it was like it was still I, but I was just so impressed that damn, you can have your own jump. Yeah.
Most of the
So
time I
Rumblefish.
saw a movie of a book, it wasn't as good as the book
No,
was. Because the
no,
pictures that I painted in my head was even better than the movie was.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So when
Yeah.
I saw it later, I was like,
Yeah,
anyway,
it
the
didn't
book,
match up with the pictures
yeah,
you like kind of
yeah,
down dumbed it down.
yeah. And I saw the movie later. It was in black and white.
Oh,
But I'm reading the book. Everything I got is in color.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
So
probably a surprise right there though, for it to
yeah,
be in black and white.
that's why I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, my
Yeah.
jump better. Yeah,
Well, it's a
my
classic
better
then.
was.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
classic.
yeah, yeah. It was classic. That
Okay.
another one I could say probably is Who Moved My Keys.
You told me about that.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
probably had a big effect on me. Actually, that gave me the confidence to start my own business because one of the guys, one of the mice ran out in the maze like, man, forget y'all. Y'all, you can stay here and worry about that if you want to. I'm gonna go out here and try to figure it out. And the mice he will go out there, and it wasn't the big treasure that he was looking for, but it was something that to keep him fed and keep him going.
Yeah.
So I was like, so it gave me the idea, like maybe I can do that. And sure enough, it was. It wasn't the big treasure,
Something to
but
keep you fed and keep you going.
yeah. So that right there, that book had a big influence on me. Now the other mouses stayed back there and never tried. Um, they call it he was just hemming and hawing because that's the two name of the Jones, him and haw. So he would just stand there complaining, waiting for the old days to come back. But the
And
other
making
dudes
no
was
moves.
man making no moves, working hard, going nowhere, trying to
Yeah.
tear down the wall and everything. It got to be behind the wall. It got to like yeah. And the
Going
other
nowhere
dude
fast. Yeah, hustling back.
nowhere fast, hustling backwards. Now check it out. So one mouse stayed there. The other one went. The other one will still either come back and tell him, "Hey man, I found some cheese out there."
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to hear that. I'm gonna wait right here for the cheese. Yep, that changed my life, bro.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. So who moved my cheese? The last jump. Oh, the best jump probably that had a big effect on me will be the Alchemist.
Okay.
Now, now the part that got me with the Alchemist is everybody has their own like let's say let's call it treasure. So my idea of treasure or my dream or my whatever, everybody has their own thing.
Yeah.
Like LeBron, his thing would be basketball. So everybody has their own thing. We're all special. Trying to find what's your thing. And he thought that his treasure of his idea of what treasure was in a like across the world. So he traveled across the world. So to get across the world, you had to go through certain things to be a certain person to get to the next level. So
Yeah.
once he learned these things, of course, at the end of the thing, you look back, man, you know this, that.
Yeah.
So I think about life like that. You had to do this to be able to do this because your real goal is up there, and
Yeah.
to get up there, you're gonna have to have these things.
That's deep, man. That's
Yeah,
hey. And what was the name of that one?
the alchemist.
Alchemist. Do you think the NBA will implement? And what do you think? Why do you think it? Matter of fact, why do you think it takes so long to implement a new team in the NBA, like expansion teams and stuff like that? And how long it's been like the Toronto Raptors and Orlando Magic
Hmm.
the last. So why does it take so? Why you think it takes so long to expand in the NBA?
I think it takes I guess long because you don't need a million teams. Don't you like you got enough, right? Do you need two more?
Yeah, but so like, what makes? Why do these certain cities have teams and other cities don't have teams? And you're gonna limit it to a certain amount of teams.
I mean, no matter what, like you got to limit it. You can't just be unlimited teams. So you have to limit something. Just like you know, what I'm saying every sport has a limited amount of teams. Like we got enough. We probably got more, too many.
So the NBA is talking about expanding the NBA within the next few years to two more teams. What
I mean,
cities
you
do you
know,
think? What cities do you think would be cool to have a team?
like Vegas.
Again, Vegas is one.
It just makes sense because it's like that's money and sports is entertainment and betting. Like me and you talk about like that all go together. It ain't just this or that. Like no, that's all together.
So what is
Yeah.
another city? You know what I mean? Would be good to have a team.
Or like Seattle. Like bring back Seattle. Like you got people who want to see that. You already got the Seahawks. So yeah, and you had a team there before. So yeah, I would say Supersonics and the Raiders. I mean the Vegas.
Vegas. So those are Seattle and Vegas are two places that they will put a basketball team expand to again. I mean, well,
That
Seattle again and
yeah.
Vegas.
That will be my pick. Yeah, I will pick that. Well, what is?
That's what I'm saying. Vegas and Seattle are the two places that they're going to
Oh, those
expand
are the two
to
places.
teams. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. I was just saying it because it just makes sense. Okay, that's cool, man. Yeah, bring Seattle back.
Why?
Um,
They've been there and did that already. Why not give another city an opportunity?
nah, mm, nah. Like what?
Ah,
Like
ah, why?
nah. For
Ah,
one, I
why?
because I personally think it's already enough.
They're
Because
going to do it anyway.
yeah, so if you're already going to do it, those are my two picks. If you're going to do it, I don't want to see no new like what other I don't see two Detroits. Like I'm good
Yeah, but I'm saying, why go back to Seattle?
because there is no see if you're going to put two up on there, there's only two like a few places that you can put it. You can't put another New York. You can't put Florida. So if you're going to put some place, just go ahead and put a place that we know that they like basketball. That
Mm,
place went to the championship in '96.
mm.
Vegas, I understand the money aspect of it. So yeah, that's why I picked those two places. It just makes sense.
So no
All
North,
right, so
no North Dakota comments.
come on, bro. Like now you trolling, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, but
Ain't
I'm
nobody
saying
going.
like I'm
Ain't
saying
nobody going up there.
North Dakota
No,
can't get a team.
no. So who played for the North Dakota basketball or football in college?
I'm saying though, man, Utah got a team,
No.
man.
Right. So you said Utah, right? You
Yeah,
said Utah. Cool. What's Steve Young play at?
Steve Young.
Yeah,
You talking about college?
yeah.
Shit, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Utah, BYU.
That's where I thought it was Brigham Young, but I ain't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't.
That's what I'm saying. So I will pick that over North Dakota. You can't still name me anybody that played from any Dakotas.
Yeah, it don't
I
matter.
don't
Yeah,
want to see.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like no other city besides Seattle, man.
So let me ask you, would you like to see another city? What other city would you like to see?
Yeah, man. Yeah, let's
Like
go
where?
somewhere else, man. Hell, I don't know, somewhere else, man.
Space.
So and also in the NFL, they're not anticipating or expecting to expand the NFL no time soon.
Okay. All right.
Um,
That's good. That's good.
yeah, they got 32. They got 4, 4, and 4 for their divisions.
Mm-hmm.
Add one team, you mess up all the divisions, so they're not gonna do that. If
Yeah.
you do that, you gotta add 4 teams or something like that. So NFL is
Yeah.
pretty much capped off, but again, in the next few years, they expecting to expand 2 new teams in Vegas and Seattle over the next
Seattle.
certain. The names of the teams I don't know, but yeah, man, it's
Oh,
coming.
they should keep it a super zone. They should. And I was thinking Seattle too. They already have a fan base of they have a sports town like me you talked about because of Seattle because
Yeah,
Seattle has went to the championship and won championships, so that is a championship town. You put a basketball in there, it's like that's easy. Why they get hit on more when they dress down? Like they'll say, "I'm just going to the store. I was looking a mess and blah blah blah." What you think the reason is?
I'm gonna tell you the exact reason. Because a brother like me
Okay, okay,
think you look really, really good dressed down. I don't need to even see you with all that extravagant stuff on. I don't care what you look
yeah.
like with all that extravagant stuff on. What I see right there is what I like.
Mm.
So I'm seeing
Mm,
you at your downest, probably how you feel you at your downest, and I'm still attracted to you. You're doing something.
yeah,
You might think that you look down, or you might not be trying to attract nothing,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I might be able to see straight through that and still see the beauty
yeah,
in, you know what I'm saying, that you're trying to hide or you might be trying to hide. And I like it like you dress down. I like you with sweatpants on sometimes or with your hair down,
yeah,
however you going to do it or however you figure down. But yeah, you still look good to me like that. So, and that's the way
yeah.
I see you. And if you willing to walk out looking like that, then yeah, you look
Hmm.
decent enough. You walked out
Yeah.
like that.
And I was thinking about. I want to add one thing to that. Like, you know, it's a time and place to go out, and and to just to get look good and all that stuff. But it's actually more time of not doing that than it is time of doing that.
Yeah.
So sometimes people may see you how you are, and that is closer to the time that's you're not dolled up because it's gonna be more of that time than dolled up time. So sometimes they make a decision because I'm probably gonna see that majority of the time. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, and like you said, somebody might like that.
Hey man, that might be how I think you look all the time. I don't know that you dress down. I'm
Right?
supposed to know you dress down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. Yeah, you're right. Because now I'm thinking about it. Like, what if a person think let's say the person is dressed okay, but again, that's their first time seeing you, so it's like, damn, the chill time maybe. And like, I like the chill time, like you said, like the downtime look all right to me.
straight up.
Yeah,
Like you
okay.
might get all dolled up, and I might be like, oh,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like all that
yeah.
makeup, all that, all this and that, and like, hold up, you don't look like you did when I met you. Yeah. Might freak me out, man. Might shit
Yeah,
me off. Get all dolled up and stuff, man. Looks crazy, man. Putting too much on,
yeah,
man. A lot.
yeah. I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm
To
saying?
each his
But yeah,
own.
but that is we both had the same idea about why they get more attention when they dress down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You look good dressed
but
down. That's
yeah,
all.
and then that's closer to the version of you.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a couple of these, and you just finish the sentence for me, man.
Yeah. All right. I don't know.
All right. If I could tell my loved ones something, it would be what?
I'm gonna go hard for it. I'm gonna go hard for them. Yeah, and I'm gonna make them proud. I
All
would
right.
say that.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
The best way you can help me is.
Hmm. Hmm. The best the best way that you can help me is to handle your business. That's the best way you can help me, man. I'm like,
Word.
man, yeah, that's the best you can do for me.
All right. Last one. My true character says what?
In my opinion, my true character, well, I hope my true character says a little bit about my testimony. Yeah. So yeah.
All right.
And that includes my upbringing and the environment and all that stuff. So yeah, that's my true character.
Word. Word.
And
Right. All right.
so no matter how hard it get, I refuse to eat blank blank blank.
I refuse to eat sardines, man.
Hmm.
And that's a low budget joint too, man. So no matter how hard it gets, you yo, I did this as a joke one time. I was like, man, I'm gonna buy some sardines and take them to work just to see if somebody would eat them. I'm talking about they had the heads cut off and everything. They were little, you know what I'm saying? Came to work, man, like just yo, man, anybody want some sardines? Boy, Roy was like, man, hell yeah, man, yo, let me get them. I was like, you gonna eat these, Roy? He peeled open the can. I'm talking about one at a time, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm over there just, oh, God, man. Oh, Lord. So then I'm at this one spot. I'm at this one spot and they got chocolate covered crickets, man. I bought
Oh.
them. I bought them. I bought them. I'm take them to
Why?
work, man, see if anybody gonna eat them. Yo, man, anybody wants to, yo, man, I got these chocolate covered crickets, man. My man Jock, my man Roy was like, yo, let me get them. I was like, you serious, man? Crickets covered in chocolate, dog. I lied to you not. They eating them. I'm like, what the hell? Like, so yeah, man.
Oh
No
my
matter
goodness,
how hard
man.
it gets, brother, I never, yeah. I ain't mean to go so far off, but I never eat no sardines, man.
Oh
Till my
man.
fingernail hurt before I eat sardine, man. You need to dirt up my finger.
All right. The last time I was rejected by a woman was
Man, I stay getting pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying? Pop, 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 pop. I stay getting pop, pop, pop. They stay shooting at me.
Oh my goodness, man.
Sound just stay
Oh
in my
my
head.
goodness.
Last time I was rejected by a
Oh,
girl, it was a woman, and my mom went at her for me. You know what I'm saying? My mama remember this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Mom, look at that. She like, boy, stop. I'm like, man, that is a woman right there. That's a woman right there. She like walking over there towards her. I'm like watching my mom. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I see my mom talking to the lady. I'm like, now I know my mom ain't over there. And she came back strolling back over by me and stuff. I'm like, Mom, what that? She was like, she's married. And I was like, what did you say to her? And she was like, you know what I'm saying? I just went over there and let her know my son is, you know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. I was like, Ma, no, you didn't, man. Yeah.
Mm.
So that was an indirect book, but I told you I stay getting them book.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh
Stay
Lord,
getting
man.
buck down, buckshot, bow,
Oh
headshot.
my goodness.
Yeah, man.